A woman once shared something with me that completely changed the way I think about men's health. She said, "Most women aren't asking their partners to be perfect. We want the men we love to be present, healthy, confident, and willing to listen." That simple statement stayed with me because so many men over 50 quietly believe something very different. As you get older, you may notice changes in your energy, confidence, body, or intimate life. And when those changes happen, it's easy to start wondering whether your partner still sees you the same way or whether you're somehow failing to meet her expectations. But here's what many men misunderstand. Physical performance isn't the only thing women notice. For many long-term partners, emotional connection, communication, companionship, and knowing that the man they love is taking care of his health can matter just as much. I'm Dr. Leah, and today I want to share several things women often wish men over 50 understood. More importantly, we'll connect those lessons to your health, confidence, and relationship as you age. Stay with me because some of the habits we'll discuss may seem surprisingly simple, yet they can influence how you feel every single day. Before we continue, like this video and subscribe to the channel for more straightforward men's health conversations. And tell me below, what do you think men and women misunderstand most about each other as they grow older? One thing I hear repeatedly from wives and long-term partners has surprisingly little to do with intimacy. What worries them most is watching the man they love ignore changes in his health. They notice when he repeatedly postpones medical appointments. They see him becoming exhausted more easily, sleeping poorly, gaining weight, or experiencing changes in sexual function. Yet, when they mention it, he often responds, "I'm just getting older." But aging shouldn't become an explanation for every new symptom. Think about your body like a dependable vehicle you've owned for years. If a warning light suddenly appears on the dashboard, you wouldn't solve the problem by covering the light and continuing to drive indefinitely. You'd investigate what caused it. Your health deserves the same attention. Blood pressure, circulation, sleep, hormones, nutrition, stress, physical activity, and sexual function aren't completely separate issues. They interact with one another. When one area begins struggling, you may eventually notice changes somewhere else. For example, healthy circulation is important not only for your heart, but also for your brain, muscles, energy, and sexual function. That's why recognizing changes early matters. If your energy suddenly declines, your erections consistently change, or another persistent symptom appears, don't automatically dismiss it because you're over 50. Talk with your healthcare provider and find out what's actually happening. Many partners aren't asking men to become younger. They're asking them to stop ignoring themselves. Another thing many women wish their partners understood is the importance of communication. As men grow older, they often carry enormous amounts of stress without saying much about it. Retirement, financial responsibilities, health concerns, family problems, or losing close friends can create emotional pressure that quietly builds over time. Many men believe staying silent means staying strong, but carrying everything alone can eventually affect more than your mood. Chronic stress may interfere with sleep, blood pressure, energy, sexual desire, and your relationship with your partner. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack everywhere you go. At first you manage it without complaining. But after weeks, months, or years, that weight begins changing the way you move and how much energy you have left for everything else. Stress can work similarly. Your partner may notice the change before you do. She may see that you're becoming quieter, more irritable, distant, or constantly exhausted. And often, she isn't expecting some perfect emotional speech. She simply wants you to talk to her. Sharing what's bothering you can reduce misunderstandings and create a stronger sense that you're facing life together. Even simple habits can help. Take an evening walk together, prepare a healthier meal, discuss an upcoming medical appointment instead of avoiding it. Communication isn't weakness. It can become part of taking care of both your health and your relationship. Here's something else many women wish men over 50 understood. Taking care of yourself is not selfish. Many men have spent decades putting everyone else first. They worked, paid bills, supported their families, solved problems, and convinced themselves that their own health could wait until later. But their partners often see it differently. A woman may not be asking you to do more for her. She may simply want you healthy enough to share more years with her. She wants you to have the energy to take a walk together, enjoy time with the grandchildren, travel, laugh, remain independent, and participate in everyday life. And one habit that strongly affects how you feel is sleep. Think of sleep as your body's overnight maintenance period. While you rest, important processes related to recovery, memory, metabolism, and hormone regulation take place. Yet many men over 50 regularly sleep poorly. Some wake repeatedly during the night. Others stay up too late, drink alcohol close to bedtime, or struggle with conditions such as sleep apnea or urinary symptoms. Poor sleep can leave you tired, irritable, unfocused, and less interested in intimacy. Start with simple changes. Keep a consistent bedtime, reduce caffeine later in the day, limit alcohol near bedtime, and create a quieter sleeping environment. And if you snore loudly, repeatedly wake exhausted, or struggle with persistent nighttime problems, discuss them with your healthcare provider. Another thing women often notice before men do is how much they've stopped moving. It usually doesn't happen overnight. Maybe you begin choosing the closest parking space, avoiding stairs, spending more evenings sitting, or telling yourself that strenuous activity simply isn't for someone your age. But staying active after 50 isn't about becoming a marathon runner or spending hours inside a gym. It's about keeping your body moving consistently. Think of your circulation like a flowing river. When water continues moving, it keeps traveling where it needs to go. Your body also benefits from regular movement because physical activity supports your heart, circulation, muscles, balance, mobility, and overall energy. Something as straightforward as walking can be valuable. You might also include light strength training, stretching, swimming, or cycling, depending on your health and physical ability. Even 20 to 30 minutes of movement on most days can become a meaningful habit. And here's something your partner may notice before you ever see it yourself. As you become more active, you may start feeling more capable and independent. Activities that once felt exhausting can become easier. You don't need to compete with the man you were at 30. Your goal is to protect the man you want to be at 60, 70, and beyond. Because when you take care of your mobility and physical health, you're protecting more than your body. You're protecting your ability to participate in the life you've built with the people you love.